This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Sayin. Unloads it left. Got his man. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Running inside. It's Jackson. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's Julian Sayin to throw. He's got him in the flat. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial 3rd down on this drive. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fakes to catch. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Makes it past the marker. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the... Oh, and they blocked it. Picks it up. That's a live ball. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Porter. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The run inside. It's Williams. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go right back to him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. It's complete to the left. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Sayin throws to the tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoff. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the 1st down, another set of downs. They need to figure out
maybe some room here. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved the touchdown at least for now.
I love the work the offensive line does on that play. They created a huge hole for the ball carrier, and he's a guy, if you get him in the 2nd level, he can take it the distance. Nice job up front.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. calls his own number. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Now it's second and goal. They want to run this quarterback. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll. It comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
To the ground, he's got it again. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Sends it back in motion. Running inside, it's Jackson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Jackson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll move the tight end. From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the first down. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Play fake, say it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Gonna run it. It's Rodgers. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Play fake, Julian Say it. Quick strike complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
When you're an offensive lineman, you have to sell pass on a draw play. You got to set real quick, make it look like a pass, and then boom, I'm leaving that guy. I'm hitting that running back right behind him. Now I can get to the 2nd level, and you can see when I do that, you make big gains like this, catch the defense off guard.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver, good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. GUI narration menu narration option is set to off.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Carr. This time on target. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
Nice job by the quarterback there throwing the hitch route against zone coverage. You can't stare at him. If you do that, you allow the flat defender to get underneath it, and that might be a pick six. So really good job by the quarterback there, using his eyes to manipulate the defense.
Carr from the gun on third down. Wide open downfield. Wide open on the right. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Play fake, Carr. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, roll that offense back out there. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Shakes off the defender. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
Here's Sayin to throw. Here comes the heat. And they got it.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Hit as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just throwing in completion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Here's the heat. Avoids pressure on the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Stepping to the right. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Defense has been looking so good on this drive so far. They already set up 3rd and long, and now they take all the throws away down the field. Great job in coverage. Great job reading the QB's eyes. So there's nowhere for him to go with it. He's got to throw it away.
That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking for space, it's Jackson. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run the counter. Hard running there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. 4th down, Sayin. Here's the pressure. Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Fires quickly, and a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Again, it's Sayin. He wants it all. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Ohio State. Makes the grab in the corner.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
Number 96, set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. The give on the option. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Throwing, Carr unloads to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
Got it. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. The Irish send out the punt unit. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On the move, it's Jackson. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Now here's Saying. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Not a lot of room to field this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Didn't get anything done 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Throws for the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Takes it the other way. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Throwing, say it. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll this drive at their own 25. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. They'll go to the counter play. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quick completion on the out. Turns it on him, just plowing ahead. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
What a fantastic individual effort by the big fellow there. That was a relatively short throw, but he shows you the athleticism and what he can do with the football once he has it in his hands. He looked like a running back out there, making guys miss. Really good vision, nice speed as well. The coaches are loving that.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
So now it's 2nd and long. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
I know we're in the 3rd quarter, but because they're trailing like they are, they're right now in 4-down mode every single drive. You throw an incompletion down in the red zone, this is a no-brainer. They're going to be throwing it again, and we'll see if the defense can step up here.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He breaks a tackle. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on 1st down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Got the back over the middle. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. This is a really good call because that angle route is tough to cover, especially on a 3rd down.
And that's a really tough route to cover because the running back looks like he's going to the flats and then cuts it right to the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch from quarterback to running back to get the 1st down.
Still on his feet at the 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
On the run, it's West. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. They're working that left side. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Inside, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
At the 38-yard line. And a first down for the offense.
Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to him again. Oh, it gives him the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. If it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Tight end now in motion. Using his legs, it's Jackson. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time. Blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Play action, C.J. Carr looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Carr. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the...
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Under fire. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it on the counter. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I've spent time with a lot of coaches when you've got a huge lead in the fourth quarter and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us, and apparently they live in the second world as this coach.
Makes the catch at the 35. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. Going to take a shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. They'll move the tight end. Running inside, it's Jackson. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for room. It's Jackson. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jackson. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal. The Irish use their 3rd and final timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Here comes the offense on first down. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.